their lives to be able to get a house and a car in their name. And just in a split second, everything was lost. I cannot even begin to imagine how devastated, frustrated, and heartbroken they all must have felt. The scene was heart-wrenching. I put myself in their shoes, and I witnessed the utter loss and despair that engulfed their lives. I pray and hope that I will never see Johorians as miserable as they were during that time ever again. Ladies and gentlemen, the threat of climate change is real. We have witnessed its devastation not only in Johor, but also throughout the country for decades. This is why we are here today. This is why I am here today. I am here today not just as the Chief Minister of Johor, but also as a citizen of Johor myself. I know everyone has a role to play in combating and mitigating the effects of climate change. But more importantly, I am here because I want to find out if there is anything else I can do to make sure that these people don't have to suffer again. Ladies and gentlemen, now I have mixed feelings every time it rains, a source of both gratitude and worry. With every instance of rainfall, I would ask myself, could this lead to another massive flooding? What kind of devastation would it create? Will the people have to suffer again? And have I done enough to mitigate the floods? As such, the Asia Pacific Climate Week is not just another event. Indeed, it holds immense significance in the context of our global challenges. We must tackle the climate change issue with a higher level of urgency and commitment. The APCW plays a pivotal role in driving worldwide climate change discussions, policies, and actions. It serves as a catalyst for positive global change, and Johor intends to learn from it. More importantly, to be part of that catalyst for change. Johor is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, today we will witness the launch of the Johor Green Deal framework, which will serve as the primary reference and policy for the green development agenda for the state. The Johor Green Deal allows us to create a stronger, sustainable economy for the future, and I cannot be more proud of this initiative. We are also establishing today the Johor Sustainability Centre through Pemodalan Darul Takzim. The Johor Sustainability Centre will primarily play a research and advisory role, assisting the state on green initiatives through collaborations with academic institutions and industry players. I hope that this initiative is another step in the right direction, and I am eager to see its impact on the people of Johor. Ladies and gentlemen, in the spirit of change, Johor aims to be at the forefront of sustainability efforts. With support from all stakeholders, including the private sector and the people of Johor, we can make a difference. As the famous primatologist Dr. Jane Goodall said, what you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Before I end my speech, I would like to take a moment to remember the tragedy and the genocide befalling fellow human beings in Gaza. What is happening to them is a stain on humanity. I would like to appeal to this rationally minded international audience to side with love, compassion, and justice. The world must work towards a ceasefire in Gaza and put an end to the death and sufferings of countless innocent men, women, and children. The urgency that we are putting to combat climate change should also be applied to resolving the Palestinian catastrophe. We need the same energy, passion, and commitment to resolve this humanitarian crisis. Just like climate change, this too is an existential problem of our generation. We must take action in the name of humanity. We must take action for our fellow human beings. We must take action for our future generations. With that, I thank you all for your kind intention and wish you all a most productive conference ahead. Thank you. Menjunjung kasih, Tuanku.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Dato' On Hafiz bin Ghazi, Menteri Besar Johor, for the speech. May it please Your Majesty, I would like to invite Your Majesty to deliver a speech before officiating the launch of Johor Sustainability Centre and Johor Green Deal, accompanied by Yang Amat Berhormat Dato' On Hafiz bin Ghazi, Menteri Besar Johor.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a pleasure for me to be here with all of you and to speak about climate change and its effect on the environment. Both issues must be addressed urgently. At the same time, however, we should stay positive and consider a systematic and inclusive policy developed by states, businesses and individuals, which can lead to better lives for all. We are living at a time when our geopolitical landscape is shifting and there are many crises in many parts of the world. These crises have exposed the fragility of the systems that have been put in place and which have been practiced for decades. We have now come to realize that changes must be made. Both climate change and environmental degradation will remain the defining challenges of our lifetime and affect all of us. They pose a risk to not only livelihoods, but also to infrastructure, investment, and businesses. Unfortunately and sadly, they affect those who are already the most vulnerable. Whatever plans we make to address climate change, we must always consider those who are the most vulnerable and their families. The most recent report from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, emphasizes the disastrous implications of global warming. Worse is yet to come unless real progress is made within an ever-narrowing window for action. The state of Johor has experienced the devastating impacts of climate change, such as floods and droughts. Located in the southernmost part of peninsular Malaysia, Johor is one of the areas that has been most affected by the excessive and erratic rainfall, which have led to the frequent occurrences of floods. These floods have caused loss of lives, loss of homes, environmental damages, economic loss, and have also drastically altered river morphology. Studies and data have indicated that both frequencies and intensities of drought in Johor have also increased over time. In 2019, the water level at the Lingyu Reservoir in Johor had fallen to below 50%, owing to ongoing dry weather. These natural disasters prove that water and climate change are linked. Global warming is worsening both water scarcity and water-related hazards. So what can the state of Johor do to ensure it can cope despite the changing climate trends and challenges? It is a source of great pride to me that the Johor State Government is playing an active role in combating climate change and to aim for green development. As the Honourable Chief Minister has said earlier, today's event sees the unveiling of two impactful green agendas by the Johor State Government, namely the launch of the Johor State Green Development Master Plan and the establishment of the Johor Sustainability Centre, or JSC. The Johor State Green Development Master Plan, or the Johor Green Deal, is a framework for Johor to plan the state's greener future, and which also include social, economic, and environmental conditions. Based on the 5 primary core areas in which the success of Johor is built upon, Johor Green Deal will become the primary reference and policy for the green development agenda, as well as guiding Johor in terms of prioritizing the range of green growth projects for the state, and ensuring the effective implementation of the Johor Green Deal. JSC will serve as a research avenue for the purpose of advising the state government on green development through collaborations with academic institutions and industry players. It is important that JSC works closely with universities, as they have a crucial role to play in dealing with climate change, not only in research, development and innovation, but also in fostering awareness of climate change in our society and among the younger generations. Apart from that, JSC will also become the main platform for strategic collaborations between local and international organizations, with the state government in putting the green initiatives into action. The launch of these two impactful agendas will emphasize the state government's commitment to green development and achieving the primary goals of the Maju Johor 2030 agenda. I am both honored and delighted that Johor is hosting such a pivotal event, which demonstrates and reaffirms Johor's unwavering commitment to sustainability and green initiatives, while simultaneously providing a platform for scientists, policymakers and practitioners to deliberate on climate matters ahead of the UN Climate Change Conference, COP28 in Dubai. I hope that Johor's dedication and leadership in hosting this event will herald partnerships with other states in Malaysia and countries in the Asia-Pacific region in addressing the challenges of a global climate crisis. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Your Majesty, for this speech. Ladies and gentlemen, Her Majesty the Permaisuri Johor has been a strong advocate for the sustainability agenda in Johor. As the Chancellor of University Technology Malaysia UTM, Her Majesty strongly supports and involves in various sustainable programs undertaken by UTM, such as the Science Roundtable with the theme Imagining the Future, Climate Change, Health and Food Security in Muslim Societies. jointly organized by Oxford Centre for Islamic Studies in United Kingdom, UTM, and Rajazari Sophia of Johor Foundation. And now, Your Majesty, for the launch of Johor Sustainability Centre and Johor Green Deal.
Greeting, Your Majesty.
Oh.
I would like to introduce.
Let us welcome Pepper. Okay. Okay, carry on, Pepper. I believe there's a bit of mishap here. It's okay. Okay, and for this, please, I would like to call upon Miss Tisha Ong or Miss Pepper itself to bring the iPad to the center of the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Miss Eco Malaysia 2023, Miss Tisha Ong. Please welcome. Miss Tisha Ong here to promote the importance of saving the planet and create awareness for a greater future. Your Majesty, Yang Berhormat Dato' Onn Hafiz bin Ghazi, Menteri Besar Johor, and Yang Berhormat Tuan Nik Nazmi bin Ahmad, Minister of Natural Resources, Environment and Climate Change Malaysia, would like to invite and accompany Your Majesty to high-five the iPad for the launch of the video. Please welcome. To touch the iPad. Oh, already done. Okay, with that, let's watch this video.
Johor Sustainability Centre, powering the future. The Johor Centre for Sustainability is here to facilitate knowledge cooperation between academia think tanks and research institutions. Together, they collaborate with the Johor State Government to pioneer climate adaptation and mitigation strategies. Our mission extends beyond academia. We work with civil society organizations in Malaysia and beyond. Sustainable Johor amplifies the voices advocating for climate action. We empower the private sector to make informed decisions. Sustainable investments in climate adaptation and mitigation in Johor are key to our success. Our approach involves strategic planning, integrating strategies, planning and policy making. Johor Green Deal Framework. Energy, transport and mobility, land use, nature and water, low carbon cities, industry. Conserving our national treasures. A brighter future for all. A green-powered Johor. Sustainable urban living. Greening Johor's economy. JSC driving green initiatives. Fostering innovation and partnerships. Committed to sustainability. Following the UK CAPT guidelines. Spreading the green message. BDT, leading the way.
Your Majesty, ladies and gentlemen, pepper is playing trick on us today. Anyhow, the Johor Sustainability Centre and Johor Green Deal is officially launched, ladies and gentlemen, a groundbreaking initiative by the state government of Johor aimed at fostering sustainable development, innovation, and climate resilience within the state and beyond. Your Majesty, once again, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Your Majesty for gracing the ceremony with Your Majesty's presence and launching the Johor Sustainability Centre and Johor Green Deal. With our collective efforts, commitment, collaboration and innovation, along with Your Majesty's continuous support, inshallah, we will create a sustainable and resilient future for the state of Johor Darul Takzim and for Malaysia, inshallah. Your Majesty, Yang Amat Berhormat Dato' An Hafiz bin Ghazi, Menteri Besar Johor, would like to humbly present a gift to Your Majesty to mark our heartfelt gratitude to Your Majesty. And for this, let us introduce to you Miss Eco Malaysia 2023. Once again, give it up for Miss Tisha Ong. Miss Tisha Ong are here to promote the importance of saving the planet and create awareness for a greener future. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Your Majesty Yang Amat Berhormat Menteri Besar Johor and other VIPs would like to invite and accompany Your Majesty to the Royal Luncheon Room. Please welcome Ampun Tuanku. Dear Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, coming up at 2:30 p.m, COP28 here in this conference hall. Right now, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please adjourn to level 1 for lunch and we'll see you back here at 2:30 p.m. We'll see you again